Antarctica is the world's southernmost continent. It is also the driest, windiest, coldest, and iciest continent. It is the world's highest continent, with an average elevation of about 7,200 feet above sea level. Antarctica is about 5.5 million square miles in size, and thick ice covers about 98% of the land. The continent is divided into East Antarctica, which is largely composed of a high ice-covered plateau, and West Antarctica, which is largely an ice sheet covering an archipelago of mountainous islands. So, let's start our journey and find out fun facts about this unexplored continent. Number 1. Antarctica holds most of the world's fresh water. An incredible 60 to 90% of the world's fresh water is locked in Antarctica's vast ice sheet. The Antarctic ice sheet is the largest on Earth, covering an incredible 14 million square kilometer of Antarctic mountain ranges, valleys and plateaus. This leaves only 1% of Antarctica permanently ice-free. Some areas are ice-free in the summer. At its deepest, Antarctica's ice is 4.5 kilometers thick, that's half the height of Mount Everest. If it all melted, global sea levels would rise about 60 meters. Number 2. Antarctica used to be as warm as Melbourne. Given that the coldest ever land temperature was recorded in Antarctica of -89.2 degrees Celsius, it can be hard to imagine Antarctica as a warm, temperate paradise. But Antarctica hasn't always been an icy land locked in the grip of a massive ice sheet. In fact, Antarctica once was almost as warm as Melbourne is today. Researchers have estimated that 40 to 50 million years ago, temperatures across Antarctica reached up to 17 degrees Celsius. Scientists have also found fossils showing that Antarctica was once covered with verdant green forests and inhabited by dinosaurs. Number 3. There is no Antarctic time zone. The question of time in Antarctica is a tricky one. At the South Pole, the lines of longitude, which give us different time zones around the globe, all meet at a single point. Most of Antarctica experiences 6 months of constant daylight in summer, and 6 months of darkness in winter. Time starts to feel a little different without the normal markers for day and night. Scientists working in Antarctica generally stay in the time zone of the country they departed from, but this can cause some issues. For example, on the Antarctic Peninsula you can find stations from Chile, China, Russia, the UK and many other countries. You can imagine that if all of these neighboring stations keep to their home time zones, it could get a little confusing trying to share data and resources without accidentally waking one another up in the middle of the night. Number 4. Every way is north. If you stand at the South Pole, you are at the southernmost point on Earth. It doesn't matter which way you look, every direction is north. So why do we talk about the Antarctic Peninsula as being in West Antarctica, and the section directly south of Australia as East Antarctica? It's based on the Prime Meridian, an imaginary line which passes through Greenwich in the UK at 0 degrees of longitude. If you stand at the South Pole and face towards Greenwich, everything to your left is West Antarctica and everything to your right is East Antarctica. Number 5. Antarctica has active volcanoes. Antarctica is home to several volcanoes and 2 of them are active. Mount Erebus, the second highest volcano in Antarctica, is the southernmost active volcano on Earth. Located on Ross Island, this icebound volcano has some unique features such as ice fumaroles and twisted ice statues that form around gases that seep from vents near the volcanic crater. The first ascent of Mount Erebus was made in 1908, when a team led by Australian scientist Edgeworth David, and including Douglas Mawson, completed an arduous and very chilly 5-day climb to the steaming crater. The second active volcano is on Deception Island, a volcanic caldera in the South Shetland Islands. Once home to a thriving whaling station and, later a scientific station, it was abandoned after the most recent eruption in 1969.